Hello and welcome to the Graphene Report, episode number 3. My name is Ben Collins with Camellia Carbon. I like to talk about graphene and graphene related products. And let's jump right in with a graphene dress. It was designed by Francesca Rosella of a company called Cute Circuit. And just take it away, Francesca.
This is the world's first graphene dress. So basically we spent the last 6 months talking with scientists and sort of trying to see in which ways we could use graphene. The thing that is really amazing about the dress is that we found 2 uses for graphene that are truly unique. So we have this area here that is transparent, and basically that's graphene. And one of the properties of graphene is being transparent but also conductive. So we are able to conduct electricity through this transparent layer and have this LED light up.
So it's pretty neat how they're combining her breathing with a sensor and an LED light that's lighting up from electricity that has no wires. So it's pretty beautiful too, I have to admit. My favorite part about the dress is what she refers to as heat bonded polyurethane, and you can see that there on the right portion of the dress. It's the colorful changing color parts. It's actually really amazing, and I think it really shows the potential of graphene as a legitimate material in fashion. Again, this was made by Cute Circuit. That's cutecircuit.com. They're a high-tech fashion house that's all about wearable tech. And next up, I'd like to talk about the Mobile World Congress in Barcelona happening from February 27th to March 2nd. And the Graphene Flagship is going to be there with a presence just like last year, but with more and better information for people. I am sure they're going to have a focus on how graphene can impact mobile communications and electronics and that industry in general. You know, pitching our properties of graphene that really can benefit different applications. Also, there's going to be a graphene experience zone with lots of interesting graphene products and companies present. And that seems pretty cool. So find out more here.
This year there will be more companies. We have also some more mature technologies to present. For example, there will even be a car that contains graphene and a drone that contains graphene wings. Also, we will have some more advanced demos for data communications, for example, to show ultra-fast transmission of data between 2 video streams. And also some of the other prototypes will be presented in a more mature fashion.
If you're interested in attending, go to mobileworldcongress.com, and especially the Graphene Connect event, which I'm sure will be awesome networking and more. You need to register for that, so do that soon. And now for our feature story, I'd like to talk about Dassi Bikes and Stuart Abbott, the founder, who has dreams of a 350-gram super bike, and he is a huge advocate of graphene and trying to incorporate this material into really high-performance bikes that you can custom order, made in England. And they have produced a video that gets us behind the scenes to really see how graphene is involved with their company.
This unlikely looking spot is the home of Perpetuus, a carbon technology specialist and perhaps the largest producer of graphene in the world, extracting over 400 tons of the stuff per year.
400 tons? Are you kidding me? This puts Perpetuus in the top 5 in the world at least, and the fact that they're producing that much less able to sell it and put it to use is phenomenal. And check this out, they actually allow us to get behind the scenes and have a look at how they're producing so much graphene. And what do we have here? I am not making this up. That is, in the background, a dielectric barrier discharge plasma reactor. You can see a diagram here of the DBD device, but there's more to Perpetuus and the bike company than meets the eye. It's more than just graphene. It's actually about applied graphene.
So this graphene here has been functionalized with silicon. So that means that in the reactor, it was extracted with a plasma that has siloxane in it. And that means that it is in fact super hydrophobic. So if we demonstrate using a beaker of water and we add a teaspoon of graphene into it, you'll see that it will not mix, not in any way. And so you can see that in certain applications, like maybe paint or tires or electronics, that super hydrophobicness is going to be incredibly useful. But then, to contrast it, we have this, which has been functionalized with oxygen. It's called oxygen-doped graphene, which is kind of cool. And you'll see that if we add a teaspoon of this one, it mixes almost immediately. And this is the stuff that we're going to use in structural carbon fiber. This is for bike components. Change of scene now, and we've moved into one of Perpetuus's labs. I have in front of me two pieces of carbon fiber, one with graphene and one without. And the one with graphene has had our oxygen-doped graphene actually mixed with the resin and then impregnated into the carbon fiber. And we're going to very quickly see the difference between the two. So if I hold them up to the light, you'll see that in the graphene impregnated carbon fiber, almost no light permeates through it, whereas in the normal carbon fiber, all those areas of light are actually potential weak spots because there's no fibers there, only resin. Whereas this one, because the graphene is dispersed evenly throughout the resin, it's a much more uniform piece of material.
Make no mistake, this is a long bike commercial, but you have to really give Mr. Abbott and that company a lot of credit for believing in graphene because of results, mainly due to weight, strength ratios, things like that. And you also got to give a lot of props to Perpetuus for being a very professional company that is producing a huge amount of graphene, making deals, establishing partnerships. And I have to say, I'm very impressed with the players in this market. You know, the high performance sports market is clearly a place where graphene can make an impact that people can notice. So I really appreciate any effort in that direction. So hopefully we'll see this filter down into more accessible products, but I think that their price per kilogram is below $75. This is just based on one news report I found on the web, but that's a pretty low price that if you try to imagine how far you could stretch a kilogram of graphene, the possibilities are endless. And that's the show. Thank you for watching. Please share, subscribe, like, and also visit CameliaCarbon.com where I try to feature interesting graphene related products. Until next time, I'm Ben Collins.